The Granite Butte Lookout Tower is located on the Continental Divide between Helena and Lincoln, Montana. The 360-degree views from the tower provide a spectacular look at the mountains in this part of Montana. The geology in the area is a mixture of metamorphic rocks and igneous intrusions, and the tower is often used as a respite for travelers along the Continental Divide Trail. Here we are at the Granite Butte Lookout Tower. If you're here looking at the tower is facing directly east, so sort of into the sun this morning. Let's check out the geology around here to see what this tower is built on. So as we approach this outcrop right here in front of us below the tower, we start to see that it's layered. So you have this layering all throughout it. So as I walk down and find different spots in it, you can sort of see an alternating rhythmic banding of sort of feels a little bit sandy and then finer grained. And so this is a sedimentary rock. It was laid down as a sedimentary rock, and then it was slightly metamorphosed. It's very, very hard. And so it's been slightly metamorphosed over time. And this is actually the belt formation. So these rocks are 1.4 to 1.47 billion years old. So right here on the Continental Divide in Montana, in the middle of the Rocky Mountains, we have these beautiful sedimentary rocks, or one sedimentary rocks, sort of slightly metamorphosed, and the belt formation goes all the way up the Rockies through Glacier National Park to the Canadian border. These beautiful rocks are very, very old, almost 1.5 billion years old. And that's where you start thinking about deep time. Wondering, where was North America 1.5 billion years ago? Really makes you think. So as we look around here on the Continental Divide, we have mountains in all directions. And now if I look over, if I'm facing west, look over to the left, in this direction, we see something that looks a little bit different. So we're going to go over there and check it out and see if we can tell what that is up here at the Granite Butte. Down here about halfway from the lookout tower to that butte we saw from up above, and you can see that we're on the Continental Divide Trail. So the lookout tower is part of that trail. And that trail goes all the way from the Canadian border up in Glacier National Park, all the way down through Montana and into Idaho. Beautiful, beautiful way to see the country. So now we're going to turn here behind me and take this Continental Divide Trail down to see what makes up this butte. And we'll see if the namesake Granite Butte indeed holds true. So as we look around from this beautiful spot here, straight ahead is to the west. If you look up to the right, to the north, is the Fire Lookout Tower on top of the hill. And then to the left here to the south is the Granite Butte. Let's check out the geology of what's under our feet here. And as I come in and take a look, this appears to be crystalline rock, some sort of granite that crystallized at depth as a magma chamber. But just here, if I zoom out just a little bit, appear to be rocks that might have bedding or foliation in this direction, right up against this granitoid. So let's take a quick look with our hammer here. There we go. Pop that open. And indeed, we have what looks like the sedimentary rock, the belt rock. And so right next to each other, we have this granitoid, which is thought to be about 70 million years old, and the belt rocks. Again, these rocks are 1.4 to 1.47 billion years old. So right in this spot, right here, we have what we call a geologic contact. between these two formations. And they are about 1.4 billion years different in age. That's one of the amazing things about geology, just the scope and concept of deep time. And we're seeing it right here at the Granite Butte lookout. This tower was once used as a fire lookout. If you look straight down, you can see the map and compass arm that were used to locate a fire's direction from this spot atop the Continental Divide. Now you can rent the tower and spend a night up here on the Continental Divide in beautiful Montana.